In this problem, they give us the points 5, 40, negative 3, 32. W and P lie on the graph of y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Point W has coordinates 3, k, and point P has x coordinates of 2 and a y coordinate that is 1 more than 3 times the value of a. Determine the value of k. Alright, they tell us that it passes through the point 5, 40. So, let's substitute 5 in for x and 40 in for y into this equation. So, in for x, 5 squared is 25a, plus 5 in for x here is 5b plus c equals 40. Then we plug in negative 3, 32. And from there, negative 3 in for x, when it's squared, is 9a. Negative 3 in for x here is minus 3b plus c equals 32. Next we have point W, which is 3, k. So we plug in 3 in for x, so we get 9a plus 3b plus c equals k. And then finally it says point P has an x-coordinate of 2, and then a y-coordinate that is 1 more than 3 times the value of a, which is 3a plus 1. So that means that when we plug this in, we get 2 squared is 4a plus 2b plus c equals 3a plus 1. All right. Now we want the value of k. So in order to know k, we need a, b, and c. So this equation is not going to help us until the very end. So it's these 3 equations that we need. All right. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to pick these 2 equations here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first cancel out b. That's what I want to do first. So, in order to cancel out b, I need to multiply this top equation and this bottom equation so that they're opposites. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by 3. So we get 75a plus 15b plus 3c equals 120. Then I multiply the bottom equation by 5. So that's 45a minus 15b plus 5c equals 160. So now, what I can do is I can combine these, and I get 120a plus, 120a plus 8c plus 280 equals 280. So now, I can divide everything by 8. And so if I do that, I get 15a plus c equals 35. All right, so I canceled out b, and I got this equation. Now, what I need to do next is now I need to do the same thing, except I need to cancel out c. Now, my reason for doing that is I want to get an equation with a and c, and I want to get an equation with a and b. And then we're going to use that here to help figure out the value of a. So, what I'm going to do is over here, I want to cancel c. Now, fortunately, that's easier because c is both positive. So all I need to do is switch one of these equations, make them opposite. So I'll leave the first equation alone. 25a plus 5b plus c equals 40. For the second equation, it's negative 9a plus 3b minus c equals negative 32. So when I combine those, I get 16a plus 8b equals 8. So I can divide everything here by 8. And I get an equation of 2a plus b equals 1. Now, what I want to be able to do is I want to substitute out b and c in for values of a. So I take this equation. If I subtract the 15a over to the other side, I get c equals 35 minus 15a. That's crucial, so I'm going to put a box around that. Here, for b, it's going to be 1 minus 2a. All right. So now I'm going to use this equation, and I'm going to solve for a. So 4a plus 2. Now in place of b, I'm going to put this expression. I'm going to put 1 minus 2a plus c. In its place, I'm going to put this expression. 35 minus 15a equals 3a plus 1. Now I have one equation with one variable. Now we can solve this. So 4a plus 2 minus 4a plus 35 minus 15a equals 3a plus 1. So the 4a and the minus 4a cancel. Plus 2 plus 35 make 37. So let's see, 37 minus 15a equals 3a plus 1. So I'll add 15a to both sides, and I'll subtract 1 from both sides. So 36 equals 18a. So a equals 2. All right. So now that I know what a is, I can use these equations here to figure out what is the value of b. So b is equal to 1 minus 2 times the value of a, which is 2. So that means b is negative 3. For c, that's 35 minus 15 times the value of a. So that gives me a value of 5. So now I know a, b, and c. So from there, now I can go back up to here and figure out the value of k. So 9 times 2, the value of a, plus 3 times negative 3, the value of b, plus 5 equals k. So 18 minus 9 plus 5 equals k. So we get a value of 14. There's our answer, and we're done.